What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know I've been gone for a while, but I decided that today I might need to come back to YouTube for a while. So, how do I say this? I'm gonna, tell you guys this. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital today. Here's my check-in wristband, and, I don't know if you can see this, but that's where right there is where they got, put the IV in. So I was in my pond and a snapping turtle bit me on the leg. They had to put 15 stitches in my leg. And so I walk back to the house and I'm bleeding, not as much as I thought I would for some reason. And I'm like, Mommy, I have to go to the hospital. I'm bleeding. So I'm so I grab a piece of rope and wrap it around, because it's right below my knee. I wrap it around my leg and tie it down. And I have to remember what time I put it on, because if you leave it on too long, it's bad. Anyway, on the way to the hospital, I'm like, dang, that kind of hurts. And to be completely honest with you guys, I'm kind of surprised it took this long for me to end up getting in the hospital, because I've done significant stupid stuff before. One time I fell off of a ladder and I barely did not hit the ground. My shins caught the 6th rung and my head was this close to the ground. Anyway, so they wheel me in there, because I get on the wheelchair whenever I get there. I had a towel pressed up against my leg. Still hold, so I was doing it with one hand. So here's this hand, one end of the rope, and it's looped around and pulled tight and then closed in my hand. And then with the same hand, I have the towel holding it steady with that hand, using my wrist for pressure on it. I walk in, I hop in there somehow, and they're like, "Hey, so do you have any weapons on you?" And I'm I'll nearly have a heart attack. But then I remember I was swimming in a pond, so I didn't have anything on me. So they wheel me into the lobby, and they're like, "So what's your date of birth?" And somehow I answer it before my mom. I'm I probably shouldn't say what my birthday is on YouTube. So then they wheel me into the lobby, and this one guy looks at me. He's like, "Hey kid, what happened to you?" I'm like, "I got bit by a snapping turtle." He's like, "Oh, that's cool." I was like, "Yeah, me and my family have spilt blood out on that lawn before. I'm sure I'll be fine." I am fine. So they did the stitches today. So Xander was there. Shout out to him for making sure I wasn't dead. And so was Jameson. So that's nice. Anyway, they wheel me into the room, and they sit me down, and they're like, "So what happened?" I got bit. I was in my pond, and I got bit by a snapping turtle. Okay, you're gonna need some stitches for that. And by the way, the skin, I thought it was gone, on my leg, part of it was a 4-inch long wound. So this long, this wide. It was the skin was cut by this turtle. I think he tried to snap me, but he didn't remove anything. He just really cut my leg, and it was peeled back. So I could see a little bit of bone, but it was mostly muscle that I could see. So you could see that, and that would I have photos, but I'm not gonna show any graphic photos. Anyway, that happened. So they sit me down in there. Xander comes in. He talks to me. I could tell he was panicked. When he walked in, because I saw him through the glass in the window, in the room. You know how they have in the ER, how, the rooms, they have glass on the front. I could see him through that. He looked at me. I'm like, "Hey Xander," I'm fine. And then we talked for a while. He said that he just woke up somehow, and like his mom had to wake him up, so he was like panicked. He thought I was dying, but I was like, "Hey Xander, how are you?" That was funny. Anyway, then Jameson comes in there, and his mom was so like scared for me. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Bo, why did you do that?" Was like, I didn't mean to. So they leave. Funny thing is, this like my family just like they know who my family is at that because like my grandpa, he's like at the time of recording, it's like what day is it? I don't know what day it is. This is like summer in full swing. Let me check. It's like Monday, June 8th of 2026 at the time of recording. And currently he's like in the hospital because like some like digestive crap. He ate a crappy hamburger at the ballpark. So I've heard. So my little brother was still like kind of shaken up about it. And so my grandma, she was visiting him, and she came down from like the second floor, and then she was like, "It's like, is it concerning that like they can like just like there's family like two different family members in the same hospital at the same time?" And she just took him up to see him. So my mom's parents, and so my nanny, my dad's mom saw like my wound before it got stitched, and then after that she left, and that's when like Xander and Jameson came. Then after Jameson left, that's when my mom's mom, I call her Mimi, that's when she came in there, and I calmed her. She looked pretty panicked, but I made sure she did. I was like, "Hey, don't pass out in the floor. We already have 2 of us in this place. We don't need 3." So, and then after I got my stitches, and I know that what happened to me was pretty bad, but I know it could have been way worse, because I know this sounds crazy, but like in the middle of my stitches, they literally had to stop, like the guy had to stop doing my stitches and leave me, because like he like did a stitch and then he's like, "I gotta go," because like some person got in a car crash and he had to stitch them quickly. So I could have been worse. They gave me 15 stitches. I had to leave them on for about 10 to 14 days. And after he did the stitches, that's when my mom's dad, I call him Grandpa, he came in there, and I got in the car, and I left. So here's how it's looking right now. It's looking decent. It's got a little bit. Look, had to bandage me up. So I'm gonna like show some photos that my mom took, maybe if he'll send them to me. I'm not gonna show anything gruesome though. I'm not gonna like show the actual wound. Just like she took some pictures with me and Jameson and Xander in the hospital. Just like a warning note, it is going to show it with stitches.